Everest ain't got shit on me. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah. Mortgage Dubai ain't got shit on me. Touch the sky, but you ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
In my room, she fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. She saw my eyes, she know I'm home. I see some things that you like here. I'm gonna show I'll be back soon. That ain't what she wanna hear. Now I got it in my room. Legs wrapped around my beard. Got the fastest car soon. Hope we make it out of here. When I'm with you, I feel alive. You say you love me, don't you lie? Don't cut my heart on the ground. Keep the pistol on the side. Case it's real. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. In the room. Hope I make it out of here.
Y'all should know me well enough. Bitch better have my money. Play down, call me on my bluff. Pay me what you want. Ballin' bigger than LeBron. Bitch, give me your money. Who y'all think y'all frontin' on? Like blah, blah, blah. Louis 13 and it's all on me. Nigga, you just bought a shot. Kamikaze if you think that you gon' knock me off the top. Shit, your wife in the backseat of my
All right, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Listen, we got to talk about what's going on right now because Bitcoin, I suspect, is about to do something crazy. Let me get the music on because it's too quiet for my liking. Everybody here, hello, welcome. Welcome. We are searching for the bottom right now. We do not have time to waste. Asia just opened, and I suspect we're going to get some movement here. We're going to get some volatility. So hello to everybody. Welcome. We're going to get right to work. Okay, the boys are going to get right to work right now because I do think that we got some interesting movement right now. Okay, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at USDT dominance, and we're going to take a look at ETH coin. Okay, first things first, I did long right from here. I longed from right here because we had a naked daily point of control. We had the weekly open, which we took, and it was a weekly open and run to the upside, which is typically bearish. If I'm talking quick, I apologize, but we got to be quick right now, okay? We got to be very quick. Now, I did get shaken out of my long. I did get shaken out of it. Out of a lot of it. Not all of it, but I got shaken out of it. But that's okay, because we're going to be able to get into positions no matter what. But what my suspicion is right now is that Asia, I think Asia might dump it real quick. We're going to watch ETH. ETH is a little bit more clear right now as to what's going to happen. I'm not going to take this scalp short on ETH, but we do have a potential scalp short. We have an SFP of the low on ETH, which means our target technically is the high. Let's see if we can make it up to 2056 and then look for a rollover. I'm looking for one more drop. I think Asia might give it to us. I'm going to go over why they might give it to us, but first we got to see what's going on here. Sorry again, I'm not very music loud. Okay, better? Are we better? We should be better. Thank you for the sound check. We should. I'm expecting too much information, music. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we can get a pump and dump real quick and then a pump. What I'm expecting is maybe, nothing's confirmed yet, we're gonna watch it, something like this. Let's see. I don't think Asia's just gonna open and run. It's a little bit too easy to do that. The free Discord doesn't work? Click the link in the description. What do you mean? It should work. It should be working. Too much information, song music. Song music. Tokyo trap. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I think that we're gonna come down one more time right now. And the reason I think that is because we have this level on USDT dominance. So we've been watching USDT dominance, very extensively on the channel, very extensively in the Nexus. And what I'm expecting what I'm suspecting right now is potentially something like this on dominance, where it maybe comes down, hits this level, SFPs it, and then dumps from there. That would coincide with the idea of Bitcoin doing something like getting one more fake out to not necessarily fill the gap. I think a lot of people are looking to fill the gap right now. I don't think that we necessarily need to fill the gap. Too many people are waiting for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like this. If we do get something like this, which is hitting this 1 hour block right now, and then you get a flip, to me, that's your low. That's your low, and then you're going to rotate back up to mid 90s or whatever if that happens. Not mid 90s, but that would be your significant low. But let's see, right now, when the whole market opens up green like this, it usually turns red. So we'll see if we get it. Like I said, Ethereum is the better thing to monitor right now. It's a lot more clear in terms of structure. It's a lot more clear in terms of target. So it makes way more sense to monitor Ethereum and get something like this per se, where you hit this and then maybe get a quick one more capitulation on ETH down to 1950 and then up. But we'll see. We're going to monitor it. That's what I'm looking at right now. Now, I'm not in a position that's I'm in a position, but I'm not in a position that's notable. I want to be in a bigger position. So we are absolutely looking for the bottom. Okay. We're searching for it. We were searching for the bottom literally all day long. All day we were searching for the bottom. This could have been it, which is why I'm in a little baby long, but we're watching. We are watching. So we're going to see. But how are you guys, man? How's everybody doing here? How are we all doing? Are we all good? Are we all happy? Are we all healthy? How are we doing here? How are you guys doing? How many people we got in here? We got 124 people. We only have 100 likes. I am starting to stream again. more frequently, like you can see right now. I'm gonna hop on the treadmill in a little bit because your boy got fat over the weekend, but I want to see what we can get here. If this is the low, then I'm pissed because I closed my long, but it's okay. We'll find another position, and I want to see if we can get into a position here. Which reminds me, real quick, before we continue, all content presented is a complete joke and should not be taken seriously. Geo's an incompetent 5 2 3/4 want to be seeing non-financial advisor. Crypto is a scam. Making money online is impossible. Global warming is real and the earth is flat. Your discretion is advised. Okay, so do not listen to anything that I say. Okay, what did we have here on Bitcoin? When we came, we actually did get a flip zone right over here. We hit this supply. We broke above it. Then we came back to test the demand that was right here. This is the move down that shook me out. We actually still have this, but it did hit it very briefly. And then you had a very low time frame flip. So let's see what we get here. I do think that we can roll over one more time. I hope that we do. I hope we do. I hope we do. I really, really hope we do, because I'm not at all in a position notable enough, I think, but that's okay. Like I said, we will absolutely follow this guy up if we need to. Okay, it's no problem. When you know how to trade, you can get it from anywhere. Shouts out to Kenny. Shouts out to the Nexus. Shouts out to Jet. Okay. Let's slow down now. Let's slow down. Let's see if we can get this. No, I didn't get rid of market cipher. It's right here. Right here. And the reason I longed it, I told the Nexus I longed it as well, but I got shaken out of it. Was we had the divs. We had like every div that you can right into the level, but I want one more div. I want one more low. I would thoroughly enjoy if we get one more scam low. Us opening up on New York Open, or not New York. I keep saying New York Open. Asia Open, and then just going straight up. Like we literally went open and up is, to me, is more bearish. It makes me think that we're going to come back for it. Okay, shout out to Alex O Crypto. You're the best, nevertheless. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're long on injective. Mid-90s is expected, even 96, then dump. Honestly, I really like the idea of coming to 104. All right, Spray Cleaner says, first time in your stream. Actually, I hope for market cipher info. Seen old vids from you. They are good. They are good about that indicator, but lately you have left it a bit, going into more level-to-level trading. Yeah, the reason why I've been using market cipher less is because I can only speak for myself. Like, I've been missing with it. You know, I started to trade without it. I started to learn how to trade without it. And I just like, I still use it. It still helps, but for the most part, I'm not really focused on it because, like you said, I'm doing the level-to-level trading. And I find like whenever I long divert, like, okay, the way that I used market cipher is I would long divergences and such. And whenever I did that, I would just get wrecked. Like, I would literally get destroyed. And this cycle, the last cycle, the divergences worked. This cycle, they don't work. So I'm like, okay, well, what's the point, you know? So that was the thought process. Now, we do have a 1 hour order block just below where we are right now. And as I mentioned, this would allow for nice structure coming out of that level. And right now, we don't have any decent structure. So, like I said, we just opened Asia Open. We have this level on USDT dominance that we've been watching for quite some time. And in fact, if we do SFP this level, this would actually be quite bullish for the market. So I'm hoping over the next few hours, maybe even during London, maybe we just hang around here and then we get a move like this. I'm hoping. And then if you get that would be confirmation for me, as long as this high goes, that the low is probably in on the market, at least short term. Okay, at least short term, I think the low might be in if that happens. So we're going to watch for it now. Credit cards, scam, flag. Get our ass on the treadmill so that we can get not fat. Shouts out to the Nexus, by the way. We did a 4.5 hour, 5 hour stream this morning in the Nexus, literally trying to find the bottom. Here we are 12 hours later, still not found the bottom. I've been on my own for long enough. All right, guys, how are you guys doing though? Are you guys having a good day? Are you guys short right now? Are you long? Tell me about you. How was your week? Are we doing all right? Good for a 6-hour stream. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm really hoping we get a scam dump and pump here. I will try to catch the knife if we get down here, and I will try to catch the knife on Ethereum if we get down here. So that's what we're watching right now. I don't care about anything else. I only care about Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. Ooh, I'm blinded by the light. So ETH is SFPing. That's a good sign that we might come down. We might roll over. That's a good sign. We like that. I really, really want to get one more scam low. The market's starting to turn right now. We can see it starting to turn. This is good. We like it. We like that. That's what we want. We want one more low. Give us one more low. One more low and we'll call it a day. And then we can only focus on longs. Darren is already long. Should you buy Market Cypher? It's up to you, bro. It's absolutely up to you. Doesn't hurt you. If you want to, buy it. Who started the treadmill first? Me or Jay? It was all Jay. All Jay. How do I maintain a level head while watching the charts for 8+ hours? You don't. You try not to watch it for that long. You set alerts. You set alerts and then you walk away. Okay, we're... How do I use my mouse? It's very hard, Jennifer. It's very, very hard. Why am I looking for longs? Because we're in long zones. And if I find them, I'll take them. If I don't, I won't. Simple. Market Cypher helps you. Microsoft, but Geo has a totally different method of trading that you want to learn. I'll tell you this, man. Like, you know, like I said, Market Cypher did really well for me last cycle. And like when I was learning and in the bear market, it was really good. And then I don't know, since the bull market began and I just like keep focusing on the divs. Yeah, look, we're starting to go red, which is good. Since we started, like I trade divs, right? When I would like see SFPs and I would trust Market Cypher's SFPs, it wouldn't work out for me. So then, you know, I would just like not I would just like, man, I would just get destroyed, you know? Like, okay, I've been talking about capitulation 2.0, 3.0. I've been talking about how the entire market needs to roll over. I've been talking about how everybody is way too entitled, right? And that's all because of Market Cypher. And the last range on Bitcoin, like the last macro range at 70K, I thought it was going to break down, similar to how I thought this range was going to break down. Now, I was right about this one, but I stand, even though I was technically wrong about this past range, I stand by my thesis that I should have never, I still stand by Bitcoin should have never seen 100K. I still think that this range was supposed to not break up. I still think we had levels below us that needed to be tested. And it was Market Cypher that like led me in that direction, right? Like the signs we're getting now are the same signs, right? Like, okay, shouts out to Nick, for example, Flopping Groper. On Market Cypher, we have a monthly bearish divergence. We had that in previous ranges as well, across cycles, right? In this previous range, like we have daily divs, we have weekly divs. We had that here also. Like, look at these divergences. These are huge divs, and we never went down from it. So the signs that we're getting now are the same signs that we were getting then. The only difference is now it's working and then it didn't. And so my thought process is, if it's going to work half the time, what's the point? You know, let me learn how to trade without it. Not because I don't use it anymore, but because now I can trade without, like now I know how to trade without it. So I don't let Market Cypher dictate and tell me what like I think it's going to do. Like I have my bias without Market Cypher, and then I use Market Cypher as confluence. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it the other way. I used to let Market Cypher dictate where I thought price was going to go. I don't do that anymore. You know, like I built my narrative. Right now I'm saying I think the market was going to turn red and have a flash crash. Market Cypher didn't tell me that. That's me knowing how to trade now told me that, right? So we'll see if we get it. That would be the most bullish scenario right now, is to get a flash crash dump. And by the way, guys, follow me on X, because I do post things on X. And I did actually post that prediction on X a little ways ago. Here, a few moments ago, maybe 40 minutes, half an hour or so. I wrote here, official prediction. Hang around here, maybe go up a bit. We did that. Asia opens in 30 minutes. Dump it to all hell for the first 10 minutes and then reverse. So like I said, like, it's not Market Cypher that told me that. Again, with respect to Market Cypher, but it's just me knowing what to look for these days. So that's why I've deviated from it. And I've had a lot more, a lot more success, right? I've had a lot more success doing it that way than just trusting it, because like I said, if it's gonna work half the time, what's the point? You know, if it's gonna work half the time, what's the point? So Sui is one that I am interested in longing. Sui is one I'm definitely interested in longing. I'm kind of surprised that it's up like this right now, so we're gonna have to wait and see. I do want to long Sui though. I hope we get that flash crash though. If we don't, we might have to call an audible here, but I am very interested in longing Sui at the moment. But we need to start seeing some like actual strength here. So this was a position that I was looking at earlier. Wasn't keeping up with it though. So we're going to follow the market right now. We're going to see what happens. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep Sui there. We're going to move that here. I really, really hope that they just give me what I want. And then I don't need to look down anymore. They need to touch this box. They don't need to. I want them to. And they're so close to it. And it's weekly open. Get everybody bearish. One more push down. Not quite enough to fill the CME gap, right? We don't want to fill the... I don't want to fill the CME gap. There's two reasons I don't want to fill the CME gap. Number one, everybody and their mother is looking for that CME gap. Number two, like, we can touch the CME gap. I don't want to fill it. Number two, actually, I guess two reasons. Number one, everybody's looking for the CME gap, and people are going to want to fill the CME gap, and they're going to wait. So if you don't fill it, people aren't going to get in, which is good. You don't want people to get in if you think price is going to go higher. And the second reason is, if you don't fill the CME gap, we can come for it later. And I way rather, like, okay, there's two scenarios right now. Objectively, there's two scenarios. There's bull run is over and bull run is not over, right? If you leave the CME gap, it opens the door more that the bull run is over. Because if you come up and then you leave that CME gap below, then you might just, like, you might have a good reason to come back for it. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we leave the CME gap so that we come back for it later. I want us to go to 104-ish, and then bull market is over. That's what I want. I want the bull market to be over. I think that's the Max Payne scenario. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to take it level for level, and we're going to trade it. You know, whatever. And Market Cypher's very high time frame divergences is also suggesting that the bull run is over. So, you know, like I said, in 2021, we had a double top. The second top made a higher high. I don't know if we're going to get that this time. Alts are absolutely getting destroyed. It's because they didn't properly accumulate, like I've been saying, you know, for the past year or so. So, yeah, it's really as simple as that. Like, it honestly all comes down to that. Now, the thing with ETH is, okay, ETH BTC is at, like, the most important level. Like, ETH BTC is at such an important level right now. I'm not even joking. ETH either bounces here, like, just under 2K, maybe 1950, which is what I'm looking for. I will try to catch the knife here. Or else ETH BT, like, ETH is just going to get absolutely destroyed. Like, destroyed. Like, it's not even close. Not even going to be close. If we touch this low again on ETH BTC, it's really bad. Like, really, really bad. So we're going to see what happens here. Come on, give us a quick capitulation. Get everybody wrecked. I want to see, like, across the board, minus 5%, -6, -7, -10 in the next, like, 5 minutes. I want to see a stupid move down. And then that's your low. Nice V-shaped recovery. And then we're going to go up for the next, like, couple weeks. That's what I want. That's my preferred scenario. And then we're going to take it level for level. We're going to have to wait and see. I am getting my finger ready on the trigger. What I do, by the way, just so that you guys know, is whenever I'm looking to enter a trade, I will enter a 1 cent Bitcoin long and like a 1 cent ETH long, because I'm looking for longs, so that I can have it ready in my account, and like I can already set my stop losses and stuff. It's just a way for me to prepare. So I am preparing it now. You know, I'm preparing the trades right now. I have them open and I have them ready to, like, you know, mark it in. I do not have any limit orders right now. I have no intention on placing limit orders. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. I'm really hoping that this zone does not hold. I do not want to hold this zone. I want to drop really quickly. Let's see if they give me what I want. I don't always get what I want, but I don't take the trade if I don't see what I want. So I love Market Cypher. It gets confusing when multiple red and green dots. I agree, man. I agree. Man, sometimes I've been so bearish and then it goes so high and I'm like, how the hell does everyone think that it's bullish when it looks horrible? And then it just keeps going higher. Like I said, you know, the last range, I was right for 3/4 of the range, and then I was wrong in the last quarter of the range. Okay, this block might hold. I really hope this block does not hold. I really, really hope it doesn't, but it looks like it is. I really hope it doesn't hold. We're gonna have to maybe call an audible here. You got me in love. Watch what you say. If Flopping Groper is here, he's a dick. I said his song he made stuck like 6 months ago, and he now has you on autoban on his brother's site. Man, I got no beef with FG. Geo got no beef with FG. Okay, here's the plan. In the event that we break the high, if we break the high, we're gonna look for longs. But if we don't, we're gonna look for rolling over. And I hope we roll over. I really hope we roll over. We're simply gonna just play this range. I hope we get a fake out. I feel like it's more likely that we will get a fake out. I could be wrong, but I want one more low. Give me one more low. I would love one more low. Nothing to do yet. I'm not doing anything. And by the way, guys, please do not copy trade me. If you do, you're going to lose all your money because I have no idea what I'm doing. I will long ETH. There's two scenarios I will long ETH. If we get our capitulation on Bitcoin, which is what I'm looking for, and ETH SFP is this low, I will long this. I will long that if it's a nice SFP, and if Bitcoin is behaving, I will long that. And I will try to catch the knife at 1950. If I do try to catch the knife at 1950, I have to be very, very careful. Very careful, because 1800 is a really good spot. And what did I just say? I want a -5, -10% candle, or like in like 5 minutes. Like that shit we had the other day. That would take us down here. So any longs, any knife catching, you have to be so careful. So careful. So careful. Bro, we literally think the same way. Good, I'm glad. That means you're doing something right. Can you get a refund on lifetime access with Market Cypher? I have no idea. You gotta ask them. Still short from 94K. Beautiful. Bro, I gotta tell you this. I gotta work on swing trading. Because, man, like, the moves are so choppy that it's round trip city. And because I'm trying to put big capital, it's I've been very emotional like lately. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, I'm not even in the last like 3 weeks. I'm like, full transparency, I'm like break even in the last 3 weeks. I'm not even profitable in the last 3 weeks. But it's because I've been trying to put big capital on, and I'm getting mad emotional with it, and I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on it. I'm not gonna lie, like that's 100% the fact, you know. Been there all day. That is like as real as I can be with you guys about that, you know. I've been right about all the moves, but the execution has been poor because I'm trying to put big money on. Man, I'm trying to make like, I want to get to a point where I'm making like 5K a day consistently. You know what I'm saying? They do a good job of not letting you put up the big money. Yeah, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what happens is whenever I'm in, so look, 2 times in the last 3 weeks, maybe 2 times in the last 3 weeks, give or take, I've been up like 5K. Dude, on Friday, yesterday, 2 days ago, I was up 5K. I was driving 45 minutes away. I was up 5K. And then like 30 minutes after I got to my place that I was going to, I lost like 3K. So it was an 8K, like a net 8K swing because it was round trip. And man, like they just didn't go for it. They didn't even come close to the target. And because I'm trying to get the big money, I'm like, okay, well, it didn't hit my target yet. So I'm going to try to be good and hold the trade because, you know, patience pays, the shit that I preach. And because of that, I round trip and then I take a loss. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude? So like, yeah, full transparency. The last 2 weeks, like I haven't not at all been performing well. But it's because I'm not like, listen, my mind, I'm trying to train my mind. So it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like man, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to train my mind now, put my mind through the work now so that I can just be consistent later. So I'm taking the hits right now. It's okay. I'm okay with it. You know, I don't need to like, and again, full transparency. Like I have the nexus, you know, I'm there. I'm performing well. We're always on the right, not always, but we got the right side of everything. But like, that's a business, you know, like I get paid from the nexus. So I don't need to trade full time. All right. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard. All right. Trade Intuition says, mad respect. Talking about the emotional side of trading, even though the thought process is correct, the emotional side takes over at times. Yeah, bro. And I've seen you doing your TA as well and for your group. So, you know, if you can resonate with what I'm saying, I mean, I don't know if you can, but I think, I feel like you definitely can. I feel like you definitely can. Because it's a learning game, you know? It's a learning game. Appreciate it. Always take partials. I know, man, but because I want the big numbers, I don't take the partials. All right, Mark says, so you're not profitable for weeks, but charge for the Nexus. Yeah, but there's a difference between not profitable and not like being right. Like ask the Nexus, come in the Nexus. We're right about every move. It's just I'm executing poorly because I'm not following my own advice, which is to work on the percentages. And I'm like pressing the gas a little bit. You know, I'm trying to get good at the big numbers. I'm trying to get good at, you know, I don't care to make, with respect, like, I don't care to make $200, $300. I don't care to do that. I want to make like 20K and like 50K and whatever. So I'm trying to get good at that. And because of that, I'm mad emotional. You know, I know what I'm supposed to do. And I'll tell you this as well. I'm trying to make 20K, but I'm not okay with seeing minus 2K on the P&L. But if you don't see minus 2K, you don't deserve plus 20K. You know what I'm saying? So that's my struggle right now. But we've been killing every move. Like, it's not like we're wrong. I haven't been wrong. I probably haven't been wrong for like maybe 2.5 months now. I haven't been wrong in like 2.5 months. It's just my poor execution and the round trip chop garbage that's been going on. You knew I was wrong on ETH because of the divergence? What do you mean? I wasn't... What did I even say about Ethereum? All right, so ETH just hit this zone. Look, we're getting... Okay, so we're getting it. We're getting it, right? We're getting our capitulation now. Not capitulation, but we're getting the red that I wanted to see. Paper trade like Jay does? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have no comment on that. You say we, but I've noticed there's a lot of different opinions that flip-flop almost minutely. On what? Like on the trades? This is what we drew out earlier. We're watching USDT dominance. I want to see this line get hit. Look to the last weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Most people that have groups say, I don't need to trade. I make money from my group. Mad respect, dude. Love what you're hearing, to be honest and transparent. Listen, absolutely. Like, full transparency. I can like, if I'm staying within my means, which I'm pressing the gas, you know, I'm trying to be better, but I'm trying to get beyond my comfort zone. If I'm in my comfort zone, I'm fine. You know, I can make 200, 300, 500 bucks a day, $1,000 a day. That's fine. You know, it's like, it's not that's for the most part. Obviously, if the market, you know, cooperates. I'm not always right. I've never claimed to be always right. But when I'm trying to go bigger, then I start second guessing shit. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, ooh, okay, whoa. Then it's like, ooh. All right, let's see what we get here. We got a block down here, which I'm not too keen on. We are technically hitting it. If you SFP this low, you may rotate to the high, but I don't want to see that. Like I said, I wanted to see Asia open up and dump it -10, -5, whatever percent. I want to see a fake out down here, induce traders into shorting down here, and then reverse it. And if you get that, not only would you get a nice fake out, but you would also get a new structure point on the high here. So you would get this. This would be your new structure. It would be down, it would be up, it would be down, and then it would be up and then break. And ideally, you would wait for that to flip, and then you would get involved here. That's the better trade. So we might not get into a trade today. We'll see if we do, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Is market cipher really a leading indicator? Like, yeah. Like, I would say yes and no, because yes, it is when it's working, but when the divs don't div, then it's still leading, but it doesn't work, right? So, like, for example, on the weekly time frame, I'm gonna be so open about it. You know, you have the divergences. Okay, fine. You know, let's go to the daily. Maybe a little bit more cleaner on the daily. Like, you have big divergences on the daily, and you didn't go down, right? Like, all here. Look at all these divs. Look at all this, right? All this. Div, and then pop, and you still went up. So, you know, is it leading? I would say yeah, but it's not always like 100%. There's no such thing as 100%. Okay, now I'm very confident that this low is going to go. There's no reason for them to bounce here. Why would they come down, do a perfectly double bottom, and then bounce? There's literally no reason to do that. So the first thing that I said on this stream was I wanted to see, because the market was in the green, I wanted to see that low go again, and a quick 5%, 10% move to the downside. I don't think I'm going to try to catch any knife here, but I may try to catch the knife on Ethereum. I may try to catch it on ETH. Sui is also struggling. Sui looks like it's going to come for the low now as well. So we're going to get that move that we were saying that we wanted to get. I'm watching ETH BTC. Same time that I'm watching ETH. Because I'm going to try to catch the knife on ETH. Bear div could just mean sideways. Yeah, and that's what I learned this cycle. That's what I learned this cycle. And that's why, you know, like I said, I've kind of stopped using, not stopped using, but like I don't let market cipher dictate to me whether or not it's going to be like a good like a move. You know, you have divs everywhere. But I'm divs or not, you know, money flow coming up or not. Like, look how bullish this looks. And it just, like, how many divs do you need? Like, look how many this is. Look at how many divergences this is. If you were trading the divs here, that's at least, let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then each one of those are divving within themselves. So it's like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, there's like 15 divs here alone. So I don't use it like that. I don't trust it, you know? I don't trust it is my point. And maybe I just lost my touch. Very well a possibility. You know, very well a possibility. Like, look at the divs, man. And they just, nope, fuck it. So anyway, that's the situation with the situation. Let's see what happens here. I'm really hoping we take this low, man. Really hoping we take this low. You end up taking a long off the pivot with a quick 300. Market structure is key. I agree. Market structure is everything. What's my perspective on compounding strategies in trading? Compounding strategies or compounding like strategies on how to correctly compound your account? Because if you're talking about how to compound your account, then my perspective is to use 1% of your capital and compound it that way. And that's what I'm not doing. That's what I'm saying, right? So like over the last like 3 weeks or so, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically like I haven't done anything, and it's because I'm not following my risk management, because I'm trying to push myself. I'm trying to get used to the bigger numbers, you know? Oh, okay. No worries. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like so that's where I'm at right now. That's my struggle right now. And I'm going to get there. Don't think I'm going to get there. There's going to be like, okay, I made 8K today and it's like, whatever. Yeah, I made 4K. I lost 2K. I made 16K. I made 30K. Like, I'm going to get there. I just need to I'm just training my brain right now. That's all. Your divs will play out when they play out. Yeah, I don't trade the divs anymore. That's something that I do very differently now. I used to trade the divs and I would get destroyed trading the divs, and I'm like, how? Like, everything, there's like 15 divs and multiple time frame divs and it would still go down, and I'm like, fucking how? So that's why I just put it aside and I learned, like, I went back to the basics. And now that I mean, it's not really basic, it's very advanced trading, but now that I'm doing this kind of trading, I can't merge it back with what I knew. Like, this takes precedent every step of the way. Like, right now, I know there's no longs to be had until this line gets touched. And we've been watching, like I said, USDT dominance very clearly. You had equal highs right here, and I was telling the Nexus this morning, we were on stream for like 5 hours, and I was telling them this morning, guys, there's no shorts until this high goes. And then we hit it, and then there was a potential that we were going to have a high here. There was a potential of it, but because we didn't confirm it, the market kept rolling over. It kept going down, and now you're making your way up to this box. So now any structure flip I get, I'm not even trusting it, because when does structure fail? Structure fails when you have a reason to go higher. Well, what's your reason to go higher? You have this 4-hour high right here, and you have this unmitigated block right above it. We've been keeping our eye on it in the Nexus for quite some time. So, you know, we're not shocked at all. I'm not gonna like now FOMO and, oh my God, the bottom's in, because we're pumping a couple, you know. I don't care. If this is gonna be the top of dominance, and it's all over here, then I'm gonna wait for a second break. I'm gonna wait for this to get broken. I don't care too long right now. Actually, what's probably going to happen is literally this. It's probably gonna do this. I'll show you. It's probably gonna do this because this block is unmitigated. So it's probably gonna come down now, hit this. Market's gonna pump a little bit, fake everybody out, come up, hit this, and then roll down. That's what I would suspect to happen right now. So we'll see if we get that, or some variation of that. It doesn't have to hit the box exactly. It could just continue higher from here, right? There's nothing right now to suggest that dominance is going to top here. And what you could also do is trade this. I mean, we're not trading dominance, but you're using dominance as confluence with the market, and you can just trade this as a range. So, you know, when you had this high, you had this low, and then you SFP'd that low, that was already your clue that you were going to come back up to the high. So now to confirm this SFP, you need to lose some structure, which there isn't even any structure to work with. So that's even more the reason to go higher again. But we'll see. You know, we're going to watch it. This is what I would suspect right now, but for me, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do right now. If I was going to long aggressively, I would long Ethereum over Bitcoin, but I kind of don't want to do that either. I think I would need to see some of these highs go. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what we get. Might take some time. Asia might just fuck around for a little bit, and then London might do the move. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens either. I wouldn't be surprised if Asia does this stupid shit. They just do this, and then London just goes pop pop. I wouldn't be surprised at that either. But for me, like, at this point, until this high gets touched or I start seeing some serious failure. So one break isn't enough for me. I need to see this block go. I would be bullish if this happens. If we do this, we react off of it, and then we start closing below, then I would be bullish. But until then, I need to be a little bit more cautious. And it's okay that it's pumping right now. I have no problem. There's no problem with it. I don't need to be the guy that gets the exact low. When you know how to trade, I can get a better risk reward than, you know, the masses doing it the right way. So we'll have to wait and see. I really hope we just get it now. I hope we just get it over with right now. Am I eyeing specific levels? Yeah. I'm eyeing between 1955 and 1930. And I'm eyeing between 1800 and 1776. So we'll see. That could have been your low, but we'll see. Again, I'm in no immediate rush to hit the long button right now. Any tutorials on my current methods? Yes, if you join the Nexus, link for that is in the description down below. It's $100 a month. You get access to my VIP Discord where I give real-time updates throughout the day many times. Live streams every morning. I do my analysis, and we've been pretty on point, like I said, for the last two and a half months. I really haven't missed. And you get access to the course as well. So all that is in the description down below. Okay, all right, guys. We have 215 people in here and only 68 likes. So do me a favor. I need to see the likes go at least to 150. We can get, how many likes is that? 70, 82? 82 likes? We can get 82 likes. Hopefully we can get in, we can get our move right now. We can keep an eye on dominance together. Hopefully it doesn't take way too long. And we can all get into a trade, and then we can show the nice P&Ls, and that's it. And that's all she wrote. Hopefully we can get that together. Fear and greed is at extreme fear. Yeah. I mean, it's also been at extreme fear for like a long time now. So many people trade based off of this alone. Me personally, I have no way to even prove like what even is this? Like how does one even like justify where this information comes from? Like who's deciding these numbers? And I'm not saying that this is not a low. I'm looking for the low. That's why the title is looking for the low. However, you know, very clearly, like we've been down here for a while. This is not indicative of a move to the upside just because fear and greed is low. Fear and greed, this is like any other oscillator. It could remain oversold for, you know, 2 years if it wants to. We went up only for 2 years. It could go down only for 2 years. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. We shall wait and see. Yeah, but Jet, okay, I just read your text. But Jet, it's not the weekend now. Now it's like now it's Monday. Anyway, let's see what happens with dominance at this level here. Let's see if we can find any divs that would accommodate our idea. I hope we get it. That's thick money flow. This to me looks like maybe Asia does some stupid move to the upside, slow and steady, and then it does something like this. Maybe London. It's always London, man. The good moves always happen at 3 a.m. So I'm gonna set my alerts, and we're gonna watch our alerts here. ETH is showing some strength. I did not think that we were gonna actually bounce off of this block. I was saying that if there was gonna be a low that was in, it does make more sense for it to be ETH. I also like the Sui low. The Sui low is also pretty good. I do want to get into an ETH long. I was in an ETH long. Una Martina, I think I like ya. But I'm just a little bit concerned right now because of USDT dominance. I'm a little bit concerned, so we're gonna have to watch it. How reliable is money flow? It's reliable when it works. Darren is long on ETH. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Total 3 needs to get above this line. And it's currently SFPing the low, so it could very well do that. We'll see. We'll see. In my opinion right now, the ticker is USDT dominance. Eye on USDT dominance. Eye on the prize here. It makes sense to bounce here. It does make sense to bounce here if it's going to bounce. It could also come down to this low and do what I'm drawing out here. So we're going to have to wait and see. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 seppellire. You're coming with me, baby girl, it's you and I. Just call me Rio, you'll be my Tokyo. Going down, going down, going down, seppellire. You're coming with me. So this is an interesting... This is an interesting volume profile. I do think that Bitcoin can make its way back up to 86K. I do think it can do that. And I think it can do that fairly easily. But, again, the problem right now is USDT dominance. I should have held on to my long, but that's okay. That is A-okay. We'll see if we can get into one. Still nothing to do. Eyes on USDT dominance for me. I want to get into a big boy. I want to get into a 100 ETH long. Here on USDT is where retail thinks is MSF, and we know it better. Yeah, exactly. Like 100%. 100%. 100%. Man, shouts out to Jay. Jay's in the channel. Thank you for the 100, bro. Is he singing on the treadmill? I am singing on the treadmill. I am. Thank you for popping by. Bro, God bless. Are we long, Jay? Did we long from right here? Did we long from the weekly and the naked daily point of control right here on the low with the divs? Because we longed it. I got shaken out of my long though, but we longed it. Nonetheless, we longed it. We'll get into another one. Singing on the treadmill was called it was called in advance, yeah. All right, let's see if we can catch a bottom here. Let's long this Ponzi. Man, I'm trying. I want one more low. I want one more. This is what I'm thinking, okay? Let me tell you what I'm thinking. You could tell me. Now he's going straight to gender studies. Bump to 50. Yeah, I asked Geo who was first on the treadmill. I gave you first props. Yeah, man. Listen, what people don't know this, okay? When I started streaming, I got the treadmill, and people started saying that I'm a Jason Casper wannabe. And what they don't know is I pay Jay royalties. Like every step I take, I pay him royalties because he invented walking. So, you know, this 100 that he gave me, I mean, it's just my royalty money coming, or his royalty money coming back. He sends me an invoice for every step I take. I have one of the Fitbits on, and it has every step, and he invoices me per step. He did invent walking. He did. He did. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking right now. Let's talk about what I'm thinking. Here's what Geo's thinking. Geo's thinking that we come up and we SFP this high on USDT dominance. So Geo wants one more scam dump, but it looks like it's getting a little bit away from us right now, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks at the moment, but it's okay. We'll get into a position. I was in one, and I was in a pretty good one too. I was proud of myself, but I got shaken out, man. It's been rough. Invented walking is funny. Yeah. Tell me what you need. Alex O'Crypto, if you're still in here, bro. I know, man. No weekend trading. I know. Man, there's no way that they didn't do it. There's no way they didn't give us the scam dump. We were so close to it. Call me in the morning. Call me in the morning. Call me in the... We don't like this song. We don't like Lil Nas X. Next song. How do I go next? There we go. All right. Can you have my chart template? Is there a way for me to send out my chart? I don't know how to send you that, bro. Do the pump song? Oh, man. That's funny, dude. Yeah, is there a way that I could share my template? I have no idea how to even do that. Tell me how to do it and I'll do it. It's really easy, bro. It's just a black background. Okay, my candles are white and black. Black and white. Right? Body is all the way white, 100%. And then this one is the middle gray one, 100%. That's it. And then everything else is just, you know, lines. And I use the yellow a lot. Like when I have my arrows or whatever, it's usually yellow. And because I'm teaching the Nexus how to trade, I color code things. So like yellow is my mid time frame stuff. Red is my swing stuff. So if I'm drawing my structure, for example, I'll draw it like this. I'll be like, okay, so this is going to be yellow and we're waiting for this to break. And then we can get into a trade when the light blue, which is like lower time frame, flips bullish. So I'll like draw this just so we're like consistent with colors and stuff. But that's it. It's nothing like, you know, just black and white, basically. It's just black and white. Pump the price with the pump song. Pump song. Just show on stream the color code. Yeah, that's all it is. I gotta honor the treadmill. Guys, I did a pump song. I don't have like I don't have my my studio right now. Here, let me pull it up. I don't have my FL Studio right now, so I don't have my vocal chain. Like I can't actually do it right now. It'll sound dry and bland and ugly. But here. Here. Where's me? Let me find me. I'll play it. I won't do it again, but I'll play it. Now here you go again. And by the way, Jay and I are gonna do a live studio version of the not live, a studio version of the pump song. We've been talking about it forever. By the time we get the studio version done, it'll be the bear market and we won't even need to pump it anymore. Here, so this is the video. When Jason Casper, so Jay came in the stream. Wait, hold on. Yo, you guys think I killed this one?
We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin.
Wait, one more time. We're gonna run it back. One more time. One more time.
We're gonna pump the price. Are you ready? We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pump. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go.
Sounds like a little kid. What little kid? What little kid has a raspy ass voice like that? Anyway, shouts out to Jay. Mad love. Where did my music go? It's too quiet. All right, let's see if we can get into a trade. Oh man, my idea of Asia giving us a scam dump and pump is getting away from us. We don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do not like it. I want a long Sui, man. I really want a long Sui. But we're going to be good boys, and we're going to wait for some structure flips here. I'm not going to be stupid and get chopped up, knowing that that London is going to be awake soon, and they're going to do some stupid shit. No, I didn't take it disrespectfully, bro. It's all good. What in the British accent? Yeah, dude, sometimes my ADHD just like does weird things, you know? Dude, today we were in the Nexus stream. We were in the Nexus stream today. So we were streaming for like 5 hours. On the 5th hour, like the last hour of it, I was like, "Okay, guys, I'm going to go." And then we started looking up. By we, I mean me. I literally was like, "Yo, guys, I'm going to go." And then for an hour, literally for an hour, we started looking up like old people and what they looked like when they were young. So like Julie Andrews in like 1970 for an hour, dude, for an hour. I was like saying bye for 1 hour, and we were just like singing Back to the Future songs and looking up like Elvis. And when he, anyways, I'm rambling now. You guys don't care about that. All right, let's see what we got going on. It's a YouTuber thing. Wait, what is the ADHD? Dude, you know, like the thing with the treadmill. The thing with the treadmill is, man, the treadmill is so helpful because I have such bad ADHD, which I never let get in my way, you know? I'm aware of it. Like my home screen, for example, on my phone is literally blank. Like this is my home screen. That's my home screen, because when I know I should be working and I come on the home screen, I'm like, "Yo, like don't, like what am I doing?" You know what I'm saying? Like get off the phone. But being on the treadmill, like I don't realize I'm working, and then working, I don't realize I'm on the treadmill. So it's a win-win, dude. Like the whole 5 hours I was walking today, the whole 5 hours, and I'm like, "Yo, like this is like, dude, you know, I get so much cardio in." Plus, when trading is so boring and like, man, let's be objective, guys. Trading is so boring. It takes too long for like literally anything to happen. So, all right, let's see what happens here. Let us see what's happening here. See, for me, I'll tell you the thing for me. So we hit the weekly level. We hit the naked daily point of control, which we were watching. I don't want to come back down to the low. As much as I don't like the low, I don't want to come back here. I don't want to fill the CME gap. I think it'll be too easy for everybody to get in. So I don't want to do that. But I also don't want to not hit this level. Like I want easy structure to work with. And right now, I don't have any good structure on Bitcoin besides this. Like, what the hell is even your structure? This is arguably your structure. This is like, even this is kind of ugly, because it's like, okay, is this going to be our point? Is this going to be our point? Like, it's not Swift, you know? Like, I like Swift. We want Swift. I don't want this ugly, ugly, ugly. So what would allow for Swift is if we take that low again. Then we would have Swift. See what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll probably end up just ranging. Lord, just know that I would die for you. Na 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 na, yeah. I would die for you. But we don't want to fill the CME gap right now. You want it to come lower later. Exactly. I'll tell you what I want. I don't want to fill the CME gap. I want to get back to being bullish. Like, I'm the perma bear and I'm the one that's bored. I'm bored of it just going down. Like, there's so much liquidity above us that we could come to, and we're not coming for it. And it's so annoying. I want higher, but also I'm aware that like, structure is not in our favor right now. At least on Bitcoin. Yeah, it is getting away. It's getting away. So we'll see. It's okay. I should have stuck with my long from down here, but most of the time when I do that, I end up not actually getting it. So we'll get a structure trade. Monday move to 86 to fill CME and dump. You think so, huh? Maybe. Dude, if it goes to 104K and we get like a 1 hour structure flip at 104K, I am literally shorting it to 0. Like, I'm not even joking. TP1 is going to be 0. That's TP1. Use the treadmill as well. Dude, it's the best. The only thing that sucks about the treadmill is the royalties that I have to pay Jay, but I'm hoping that after we make the studio pump song, he like gives me a discount. On the treadmill, does Geo copy Casper or Casper copy Geo? What do y'all think? I copy Geo because he's a smaller channel. Most don't notice. It's disgraceful. This flip on USDT is so inducement. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. If I was on Peloton, what is that? I don't even know what that is. What is this song? Yeah, it looks like we're getting away. It looks like it's getting away. So I was long on Cardonskis, and I was long on, to be honest, I was trying to long everything today. I wanted to long. ETH looks the best. I love the way ETH looks. Listen, I said this. ETH BTC is at a very important part. Like, if ETH loses this low that we just made today, ETH is so screwed. Like, it is so beyond screwed. And I don't think that it's going to be screwed like that. So for that reason, I'm trying to go, I want to go like 100 long on ETH and hold it up to like 29 at least. That's what I want. Like, objectively speaking, okay, you're at extreme lows, like extreme lows. And, you know, I mean, look, if you just look at the range here, you have liquidity, right? Like, this is, maybe it's not established yet, like it's not developed enough yet, but you have liquidity above that you can come for. Right? So perhaps we end up ranging here for a little bit longer, right? We're about to find out right now. We're about to get a structure flip or not. I'm about to know if the low is in. The problem with the low being in, or rather that it might not be in, is now we have these equal lows. So that is a problem. That's a problem. So that idea, the fact that ETH has these equal lows, though it does look like it's accumulating here, which I was saying in the Nexus, like, you know, we were trying to long it. It looked really good. The problem with it is now we have these equal lows. So if London decides to do something like this, let's pull up Market Cipher. Let's go on the 30. Let's just say London does something like this. Maybe we come up to here. Maybe we hit this 30-minute block. Maybe we come up even a little bit more, and then they do something like that. Or New York does that. You know, what time would that be at? That's like 12 o'clock tomorrow, New York. So maybe New York does this fake out play. That would make more sense to me because, number one, if you bring up Market Cipher on USDT dominance, you have very thick. We're going to just stick on the 30, right? You have this point, right? You have this liquidity point. You're like, if we were going to short something, you would be waiting for that high to go, right? So if USDT dominance does this, which let's just say tomorrow morning, New York does something like that, that would be inversely correlated to Bitcoin taking out the low one more time, hitting 79, whatever, freaking out everybody. Oh my God, we're below 80K again, whatever. And then that would coincide with Ethereum taking out those equal lows. So I'm very interested in a trade on ETH if we take those lows one more time. And if we do take those lows one more time, we might have a 1, 2, 3 tap accumulation to send price higher and actually send price in a significant area for ETH, right? And then what would happen with ETH USDT, or sorry, what would happen with ETH BTC perhaps is Remember, the whole market's going to move in tandem. So if this whole idea happens, I'm not saying it's going to. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but we just speculate. We have ideas. If this idea is going to happen, maybe we come up, maybe we take some of these highs, and then we come down for a higher low, perhaps in this area. Maybe if you were to take like your golden pocket from wherever the high would be, let's say it's here, you come back down to your golden pocket, hypothetically, that would be your low coinciding with, you know, that idea on ETH. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see. I think New York tomorrow would be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Annie, are you okay? Geo, you shouldn't have closed that long. I know, dude. I know, bro. But it's because, man, like they could, even now, it looks like it's getting away. Don't get me wrong. It looks, this is what I wanted in the exact, this is what I wanted, exactly this, but I wanted to hit the low first. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to sweep the low real quick. We had the bullish signs. That was undeniable, you know? If we brought up EXO, like we had a lot of shorts open up at the lows. For sure. For sure. But it was just like, you know, we're too close. We're too close to like minus 5% in 1 second territory for me to just have long there. It's just, we're too close. We're too close to it. So we'll see. I'll get a trade. It's not like I'm not going to get one. I will get one. The high probability, if I were to long, if I have longed ETH, let's say I did long ETH here, you have to, number one, you have to TP here. Number two, you have to TP here. If you want to hold a swinger, like a more swing trade, that's not your trade. For me, the way that I trade, this is your trade. You break this, you come back, that's your trade. This is the one that you hold for way higher. Or we come up to here and then you reaccumulate and you long the low of the range here. And then that's the trade that you hold up. This one is like you have to TP that. Right? So I'm not worried about it. But I do think that the low, I mean, I've been saying the Nexus all day. I'm like, yo, I think the low is close. I think the low is close. And then it's gotten a little bit far. I'm not going to deny that, but you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, guys, we got 213 people in here. Only 114 likes. So if you like the content, if you like hanging out with Big Geo, 5'2" 3/4, want to be singing non-financial advisor, do me a solid, please, and hit that button for me. There is no KYC when smashing the like. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. After party in the Nexus? Yeah, we will. Win it? Yeah, we will. We will. Hopefully we can get into a trade. I would like to get into a trade. Into a good one. I don't mean like, you know, a little baby. I'm up like I want to get, man, I want to get into a big one. You need to go back to Market Cypher. Your calls suck D. Okay. If you say so, brethren. Annie, do you want me? Annie, do you want me? Do you want me, Annie? We've literally been right for the last 3 months straight. What do you mean? This may be coming back. Yeah, we're watching for it right now. This is exactly when structure fails. There is nothing. There is nothing right now like that I'm saying, okay, it's all over. You know, we still might. What actually, the fact that we got this like Asia open and pump now, I'm not saying it's not going to continue to pump, but it would have been more bullish, in my opinion, if we went down. If we did this in the exact opposite direction and then came back, that would have been so bullish. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I will be convinced once we lose this low. Once we lose this low here. And if we react from this too, that would be way better. If we lose this low and then we get boom, 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 boom. That's good. And if we do this, it's even better. Come down, react from it, then lose the low. Right here, you get this. That's a full send long on everything. Find the highest probability, highest risk to reward scalp and long that shit up. I'm ready for a big move to the upside, but we'll see. We shall see what happens here. I'm hoping Asia does a scam so that I don't need to worry about it overnight. Like, if Asia does it, then London won't. I suspect. But we're gonna have to be we're gonna have to make an call an audible here if it's not gonna be the case. We'll see. I need you. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. Okay, so I want an alert on ETH down here. I mean, up here. I'm not looking to short ETH, even though I do think we might get a capitulation candle down to 1950, maybe for New York tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. The next ones are always 5 a.m. I'm sorry, bro. What's up, my boy? How are you, my friend? Good time to go in spot on XRP if you believe it's going to go higher, yeah. Geo lose 80k target is golden pocket from cycle low to high. See, here's the thing. I don't know that we're going to go. Okay, let's talk about my line in the sand. How about that? Let's talk about my line in the sand. My line in the sand. Okay, technically speaking, if we're going to be technical, technically your weekly structure is still bullish until 49k. Okay? So, weekly is still bullish until 49k. The daily time frame for the first time in over a year has flipped bearish. So your weekly is bullish, your daily is bearish. What is that telling me? That's telling me that if we get a bullish flip, which we did get, by the way, we have a 4 hours bullish. The moment the 4 hour flips back to bearish, that's a swing short. Okay? Swing short. Easy. I'm hoping that we remain bullish on the 4 hour until 104k. Because if we can get to 104k or 102k and we can flip 4 hour back to bearish at that point, it's a swing short. Because you have on your daily, what do you have? You have high, you have low, you have higher high, SFP, which means your target was the low, which is why I was saying I think we're going to break down from this range. And then you have lower low. So your expectation now is lower high, lower low. Okay? For me, my line in the sand... Actually, let me address your comment first. You're saying the target is the golden pocket. For me, my line in the sand is this right here. If you start closing candles, let's say daily candles below 66k, I'm going to go as far as saying bull run is over. Even though technically the weekly is still bullish, at that point, I mean, look, there's no point of making a prediction. We're going to react to it anyway. But at that point, I suspect that you're going to make a lower high to make a lower low. And the reason I'm saying that is because here, just a little bit of logic. You spent 8 months to accumulate in this range. Why in the world would we need to come all the way back down to these lows if the market makers had 8 months to accumulate their positions and send it off to 1 million K like everybody's saying? The answer is they wouldn't. So this is the last sell to buy that created this large move to the upside. And this was not mitigated. So yes, I agree that perhaps we do make it down to that 74K. But if we start losing 66K, I think that it's going to get real ugly real fast. Really, really fast. And I think that they can start coming for those lows that I've been saying for over a year that everybody gave me shit for. Right? Like, coming for this, yeah, you can come for that. And Ethereum, you know, relative to Bitcoin, Ethereum was here. If I come on the high time frame on Ethereum, when I was like, yo, ETH looks like shit, it looks super bearish over here, and it was $2,000, and I'm like, they're not accumulating. Now we're back to below those levels. So it's the equivalent. Like, it's not so crazy to suggest that. All right, maybe we get our nice Asia fake out. Maybe we get it now. Hopefully we do. But anyways, yes. So to suggest what to answer your comment, I do think we could make our way to the golden pocket, but I don't want that scenario. At this point, I don't want to mitigate the previous range, and I'll tell you why. I believe that we flew way too close to the sun. I've been saying that for so long. And I believe that this is the last 4-year cycle. I believe after this cycle, whenever it is, maybe the top is in now, maybe it's a left translated cycle, right? I think that literally everything is going to zero. Like, not literally zero, but I think all this, we're going to come for it. I do think I think so. I could be wrong, but I think we're going to come for all that. And the equivalents on all the alts, right? So if you don't mitigate that low and you continue higher and we are destined for another leg to the upside, it's more bearish for later, which I want, because that like coincides with my thesis that we're going to go significantly lower, like significantly lower. So it's not up to what I want. Again, we're going to react to it, but I like not touching this high. I don't want to touch it. If we don't touch it, it's so much more bearish. It is so much more bearish for later. And that's the only explanation as to why we didn't mitigate anything this whole time, is because this is the last thing. I'm not an Elliott wave trader, but I am seeing videos. People are posting their Elliott waves, and this is the 5th wave of like high time frame waves. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're on 5 of 5. So anyways, and I've been saying that for forever. I've been saying that for so long. Stock market crash. Yeah, I think we're in like an 18-year cycle, and that it's literally all, like, I think it's all over. Honestly, I do. I think this is in my opinion, I'm just giving my opinion. Like, I think that everybody should be in 100% cash by, at the very least, the end of this year. And that might even be too late. Like, if you're not selling, I don't know, like, I mean, to each their own, but bull markets are for selling. You know? If you look at NASDAQ and ES, like, this looks horrifying, guys. This does not make me bullish at all. At all. This is so bearish looking to me. They could come for that so easily. And you just flipped daily structure on ES for the, like, seemingly the first time in a hot minute also. Like, this is not bullish. We're in the biggest bubble, and the best part about it is, like, nobody even addresses the bubble. That's the crazy part about it, is nobody even acknowledges the bubble. This is the biggest bubble I've ever seen. You know, we've talked about and oh my gosh, MicroStrategy. Let me just give the nail in the coffin here. Let me give you the nail in the coffin on MicroStrategy. This shit is topped out. That's your blow off top on MicroStrategy, as you can see labeled here. And I think that Michael Saylor is going to go down literally in the history books as the catalyst for the financial reset that we're going to have. I think in the next 5 years, the entire world is going to go through a global crisis, and we're going to have a financial collapse. That's what I believe. And I think ironically, I think Bitcoin and MicroStrategy is going to be the catalyst for it. As ironic as that sounds, I think Michael Saylor is going to get liquidated. I think he's going to end up, like, going to jail for some sneaky shit. And I think that he's going to be, like, basically hated. Honestly, I think that. But again, like, it doesn't really matter. I'm a trader. I don't trade based off of what I think. I trade based off of the objective levels on the chart. Bro, I'm smoking too much. I actually don't smoke at all. Literally at all. But let's entertain an intellectual conversation for a moment. Why do you think that? What about what I'm saying doesn't make sense to you? Let's start there. Isn't he buying spot? I mean, how is he going to get liquidated? I don't exactly know the way that it's all structured, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, like I really don't know. But he can get liquidated. He definitely can. Ben's video on right translated cycle. Dude, I've been saying it's a right translated cycle potentially for so long, you know? For so long. And it's because one of the properties of a right translated cycle is going up way too fast. And this is the time that we took all-time high pre-halving. So as soon as that happens, like that's scary, man. That's scary. Crypto's a small world. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. But also, like, it's not just crypto. Everything moves together, right? Everything moves together. It's not going to be just Bitcoin that goes down. But the reason I'm saying the whole Bitcoin thing is because when Bitcoin goes down, when Bitcoin starts hitting, you know, negative levels for MicroStrategy, like people are going to start selling their MicroStrategy, right? Because people buy MicroStrategy and then MicroStrategy issues like bonds and shit, whatever the fuck they do. I have no idea. But if price goes beyond that level and MicroStrategy, in fact, is a blow off top and MicroStrategy starts to capitulate, people are going to panic sell and or they're going to get liquidated on their positions, which means everything. Am I still live? What just happened? Am I still live? I don't even know what just happened. Am I live right now? Can you guys hear me? I need you guys to let me know if I'm still live. Okay, I'm still live. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm not great on economics. I'm not great on the macro. I don't really care about the macro stuff. Like none of this matters to me. I don't really care. But that's just what I'm thinking. I just think like micro is also borrowing money to buy. Yeah, I just think like there's no such thing as an infinite money glitch. You're making sense, but you still think macro indicator long-term are bullish. Short-term is definitely bearish. Global liquidity is great. Risk off because of tariff uncertainty. Yeah, I agree. I agree that the tariffs this week was a complete wild card week. This week has been a disaster. This week has been a nightmare to trade. Crypto liquidity at 68K. We're going to run his liquidity, then reverse. Dude, that would be amazing. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. You know, we'll see. We'll see. So this is a break on the 5. I mean, not really. Your important level that needs to break, your important high for me is this guy. So I wouldn't trade Bitcoin right now. I was also saying that I'm more interested in trading ETH. Once ETH starts closing above this high, we'll see what happens. We might have a higher low situation going on ETH. And I can already spot where I'm going to long it from right here. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Unless you're crypto face, it was an awesome week. Yeah, I mean, it's been tough for me, man. I'll tell you that. He has to sell to pay shareholders. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying. And like, man, I told you guys, like, I made a video called What the Fuck is Going On? And like, I address all of this in that video. It's actually funny enough, my highest performing video. And yeah, like I talked about all this. I'm like, how is nobody concerned about this? It's so weird to me that nobody's like even thinking about this or talking about this. Like, are people not afraid? Like, are people genuinely not afraid of this whole MicroStrategy thing? Like, how are people so ignorant to just the idea of like, it has to go up? And I'm not saying it's not going to go up. That's not at all what I'm saying. So don't take it that way. But I just like, I feel like to say up only and to not even discuss the possibility of MicroStrategy getting liquidated, like you need to have some responsibility. You need to take some responsibility. Why do I think institutions involved this cycle made the market worse? I don't think that institutions made it worse, but I do think that the government getting involved made it worse. That's another thing. Like, I don't get how, in what world people think Trump is bullish for crypto. Trump is the most bearish thing possible for crypto because A, Trump is trying to fix the US economy. So he's trying to make his dollar stronger, which means the dollar would go up against crypto. So that means crypto would go down, number one. And number two, crypto is about privacy and stuff. And the government doesn't want you to have privacy. So in what world does it make sense at all at all for Trump to be bullish, you know? And then now add your crypto summit and whatever. And like, he doesn't care, man. Like, he doesn't, Trump has like better things to do than worry about crypto. He doesn't give a fuck about it. And it's like, I don't know, man. Everybody's just so gullible, I feel. Yeah, Face has been killing it, man. I had a nice talk with him the other day about it. Why do I want to see crypto get liquidated? I mean, I don't really care about crypto. I want to see Michael Saylor get liquidated. And ultimately, because I want like people to start using their brains, basically. Like, this space is so fucked that they're just literally brainwashed and they think up only. And these people, these big creators are just saying, you know, long here, whatever. And I think that people need to start making their own decisions. And if you lose faith in Michael Saylor, then people might actually start considering the possibilities of going down and stop losing their homes, you know? Still streaming? How long have I been streaming for? Dude, I streamed for 5 hours today in the Nexus. I'm gonna start streaming more often. Not every day, but maybe like 3 times a week. Let's be real. Is Face a good trader or does he use large size? He does both. He uses large size. You know, he wins. He takes his profit. He loses. He gets out. You know, I don't think necessarily capital defines whether or not you're a good trader. I think that if you can trade with 100, you should be able to trade with 100,000. Unless you're me and you're trying to get used to the bigger numbers, but that's a struggle that I've been very vocal about. So yeah, I am looking for longs now. I am looking for longs. Actually, they didn't buy Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Heard some shit about a controlled recession. Most people don't understand the dangers. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these guys post their videos and people blindly follow it, and you know, if Saylor gets liquidated, game over for Bitcoin. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Would there be an alt cycle this season? I mean, I don't know. But what I will tell you is, like, so here's what I've been saying about alt season, okay? For over a year now, and it's taken me a long time to be right, but the idea was never wrong. For over a year now, I've been saying people are too entitled. People are too entitled. People are too entitled. And that entitlement comes from people wanting alt season. And like, let's be objective, you know? Let's be objective here. Not every alt performed well. Obviously, Ethereum did not. But let's be objective. Let's zoom out. Sui from not series, stupid phone. Sui from August 24th went up 1,000% in half a year. 1,000% in half a year. Solana, since the bear market, went up 2,700%. XRP, which is widely known as the shitcoin, went up 500%. By the way, Dogecoin is in a swing long area, just for the record. Dogecoin, from not even a whole year ago, went up 400%. So, like, again, let's just be objective here. In what world, like, how is this not a bull run? Pepe, 3,300%. This is what I mean. People are too entitled. How much higher do you want? Curve. Guys, this is in 24 days. It went up 500%. How could you even possibly say that there was no bull run? There was a bull run, and there was an altcoin season. Oh, Jasmine's in a swing long area. That's interesting. We got to add Jasmine back to the list here. That's very interesting. Jasmine is in a beautiful area. So a lot of these coins right now, like, I think the low is close. I think it's close. A lot of these coins right now are in really nice zones. Like, you know, people say that I missed the bull market, but I'm buying cheaper than they did. Jasmine is one that we need to watch for real. Whoa. For real, for real. Okay, Jasmine is like big on the radar. Look at all this that we can come for. Holy smokes, Jasmine looks so... It doesn't look good yet. It's not bullish yet. Don't buy it now. But we got some serious... Like, if it holds this level, this might be a spot buy if it holds this level. This bull cycle is different for alts. They did completely the opposite. I mean, like I said, not really. They gave, thank you, Sizzlack. They gave you a bull. You had a bull run. Like, objectively, you had a bull run. Can't say you didn't. Carl from the Moon has made the same title. You're going all in at least 10 times. Yeah, dude. He's gotten his people liquidated on Ethereum like 3 times now. So, you know. Okay. So, right now on dominance, we have down, we have up. If we get down and then up and then break that high, we're probably coming to here, which means you should, not financial advice, de-risk your longs if that happens. Yeah. I'm still hoping we get a scam dump and pump, but we'll see. But I'm ready for some upside. Like, I'm enough of this. Whenever things go up only or down only, like, that's my kryptonite. Look at the total too. We had alt season big time. Oh, whoops. You want me to send you something scary? Let me show you something scary. Let me show you total. Look at this on total. This is horrifying. This is so bearish. But if it plays out, which we don't know if it will. But here's what I will tell you. Total is in a good place to bounce. Number 1. Number 2. If this high had taken this, I would say this is probably over. The bull run is probably over, but it didn't. So for that reason, I'm not going to say that. Okay. If you pair that with total 2, now you have this. That is what I call liquidity, which means, don't get me wrong, we definitely have liquidity below, but this paired with the total 1, like the normal total, makes me believe that we might have the alt season that everybody so desires. Okay. But this like has serious potential to be real spooky. And don't you at all think, I know it's not a coin, but it's the whole market. It works the same. The whole market moves in tandem. Don't think that this can't like a PO3, confirming PO3's work. Like, look at this. This was a PO3 that we had in the Nexus that we drew out. I actually posted this on Twitter as well. So do me a favor. Go over to Twitter. The link is in the description down below, I believe. And give me a like on and a sub on Twitter. Here. Because I also post TA here. So go follow me on Twitter. I also do like Nexus giveaways there, basically. So you feel like I've been scared since December? Well, I mean, I shorted the exact high on Bitcoin and I said it was a swing short and we've been down only since. So I would be inclined to agree with you. Absolutely. Since right here, I swing shorted right here. And I already knew that we were coming down here. I've been saying we're going to break down, not break up. So, you know, draw a trend line from 2018 to now. So much work though. Okay. From 2018 lower low. 2018. Dick sucker. Assalamu alaikum, you big hater. 2018? Like this low? Like November 2018? Draw a trend line? Yeah, seriously. Well, no, I was bearish at 38K. Not since. Was it? Like, you want me to draw it like that? Is this where you're saying we're going, bro? That's a little bearish even for me. Is this where you think we're going, brethren? You've been scared since December. Anyways, I don't know if that's the line that you're telling me to draw, but I don't know, like, unless you want me to draw it from the COVID dump, but that's not 2018. That was 2020. Look at Bitcoin all-time index. What is that? I don't know what that means. How do I do that? This? Oh, all-time history index? Okay. So where am I drawing it from? That's still the same thing, no? But where am I don't get where am I drawing it? You said from the higher low? From the higher low. Not log scale? I'm not on log. I never go on log. Log is fucking gay. From the high. Man, why are you yelling at me? Okay, hold on. So like from here? Like that? Or like that? Like that? Yeah, I mean, I guess. It's kind of cheating though. kind of cheating because it went through it. I would say this is better. I would say that's a better line. But I don't know. I don't really draw trend lines because of this exact reason. Like, you could just make it fit. You know, like, if we came up a little bit more, you could say, look, it hit perfectly. But it didn't, you know? So, like, this is a broken trend line. I guess this is, you know, if you disregard this, you know, if you disregard this thing, then, yeah, I mean, it hit that perfectly. Trend line. Yeah, I don't use trend lines personally, but anyway, whiff. Okay, this is like the only request I'm gonna do. Whiff? You think whiff looks good? You think this looks good? Nope. This looks horrible, dude. Not on Binance? Why are there so many rules with the tickers you guys are telling me to go on? Oh, okay. That looks better. I mean, it still doesn't look great. Man, I really wanted to come for the low. Okay, well, get above here and we'll talk about it. If it can't get above there, there's nothing to be bullish about. On whiff. There was potential to be bullish. Potentially here. But you had a failed accumulation. Couldn't even touch the previous high. Couldn't even touch it. All right, so this 4-hour accumulation couldn't even touch the high. You need to get above this high to talk about anything about whiff. It'll probably do something like this. Probably hit this block. Would do something like this, likely. That. And then here's where you get bullish on it. Until then, there's nothing to be bullish about. It might go up. Obviously, that's a big move. Like, you know, 123%. But, I mean, based on structure and stuff, there's literally nothing to trade here. You can't even trade it. It's like untradeable right now. If you, like, really, for whatever reason, have ants in your pants and you want to trade this thing, this is what I would do. Here's how I would trade it. If you really have ants in your pants, which you shouldn't, but if you do. Here's what I would do. If you take the low and you claim that low, there's a long. If you don't, if you do this and you leave this block untapped and you reject from here like you did, and now you start breaking above here, I would long this block or an SFE of these. But it needs to do basically this. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. You literally need to do this. If it doesn't do this, if it doesn't do literally exactly what you see right now on the screen, it can go higher, but I would long that. That's it. Nothing else to say about it. Time is it, dude? 9:45. Holy smokes. Mamacita, mamacita. Was I just singing this? I was just singing this song. I was literally just singing this. How many likes do we have in the chat? 199 people, 152 likes. Okay, I'm content with that. Hit the like if you love me. Don't if you don't. You were just about to say I'm walking on the treadmill like Jay. Yeah, he was here. I pay him royalties for every step I take. When recession? I mean, you could arguably say that we've been in a recession this whole time. If they change the definition of recession so that you're no longer, by definition, in a recession, like, you're still in a recession. You just change the name of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you being underwater makes you wet, right? And then I change the definition. I change the definition of being wet. Like, it's not like you're not still wet. You know what I'm saying? I just changed the definition of it. Like, we could call it something else, all we like, but you're still like, I do pay him a lot. That's why he tipped 100, because he's just giving it back. Weekly order block plus equal highs at the top. For what? For width? Yeah. Yeah, I think there's good reason to go up. I'm not saying there's not, but I mean, first to see some strength, there's no strength right now. You'd need to play the structure, and you're probably just gonna range here. You know, you're probably just gonna range here. Probably gonna range here. Geo, can I explain the dominance in relation with alt? Yeah, when Bitcoin dominance falls. Actually, while we're here, let me just check up on dominance. Okay. When Bitcoin dominance falls, alts will typically rise. Because dominance, think about what does the word dominance mean? Dominance is like dominant, right? Like, how dominant is that pair? So the higher Bitcoin dominance goes, okay, the dominance is in reference to the entire crypto market. So in the entire crypto, of all the cryptos, 61% of the crypto is in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the most dominant crypto, right? When dominance starts to fall, that means that money is rotating out of Bitcoin. And the majority of that will go to the altcoins for the most part, right? So when dominance decreases and things are bullish, like the charts look bullish and dominance is bearish, like Bitcoin dominance is bearish, then you will have bigger moves in the altcoins. Remember, the market, for the most part, with the exception, like aside from the exception, the market moves in tandem. You're not going to see Bitcoin go up 10% and the majority of your alts go down. Like, it's an anomaly for that to happen. They move the same. So when dominance is decreasing, that is telling you that your alts are going to move more than Bitcoin will. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns. Why are we going down while most liquidity is up? Well, is most liquidity up? Because, again, it depends on the perspective, right? Like, we've been up only for 2 years. There's a lot of liquidity here. A lot of liquidity that they could go for. Right? So it just depends on, like, what, like, perspective of liquidity are you looking at? I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. I don't trade this shit, but equal highs 15%, 1500% away. On what? On width? We def going to 85.5. Look at all the liquidity heat map, billions of shorts. I agree that there's a lot of liquidity above us. But the question is, when do they go for it? Do they go for it now? Maybe they do. But yeah, as Aziz just said, bulls have been saying there's liquidity for like ever. It's true. I mean, they don't have to go for it right now, but there is a lot of liquidity. I'm looking for longs. I would never short here. You know? And specifically, I want a long Ethereum. Like, I want to swing long Ethereum. Ethereum is a swing long. Sol is a swing long. Sol is a big swing long. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. I hope we also catch the ETH bottom, bro. Me too. Yeah, I don't know Ellie Wave Theory, but today Daniel from Champions drops a bearish video. Yeah, I saw that video. Hey Joe, how long have I been singing? Very good voice. Thank you, Jamie. I've basically been singing my whole life. I've never taken any lessons or whatever for it, but I think I would like to start doing lessons. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Thoughts on auction? Is that a coin? Weekly vector candle midpoint you're watching is 74.5. I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. Let's see what we have at 70. What did you say? 74 what? 74.5. That planet Earth turns slowly. Hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. 74.5. Yeah, I don't know if we have anything there. I don't really have any level. Oh, wait, I'm not even there. 74.5. I got a block there. You know, I got that big order block there, but I don't know if they're going to give us 74, man. I honestly don't think that they're going to give us 74. I don't think so. And like I said, like, believe me, nobody wants this whole shit to die more than me. Nobody does, but objectively, I just don't think it's going to go there. Not now. I think everything is going to go to zero after the cycle, but I don't know if that's done yet. But I'll tell you this, like, man, I just want Bitcoin to go back to 104K. If people go back to 104K, I mean, if we go back to 104K, man, there's like some serious life-changing potential swing shorts at that level. Like, seriously. Just between you and me. You're a killer. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Make sure you have the override for Binance. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. All right. I hate when people sing. They are normally very bad, but I don't mind when you sing. You're being very honest and blunt, and I never thought to tell you to stop. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that, man. And thank you for chilling with me. I hope things are going well with you and your community, bro. I hope your trading is doing well, and I hope that your people are happy, and I hope that you know, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Guys, go check out Trade Intuition. He has a YouTube channel. I don't know how big it is. My apologies, but go check him out. He has a YouTube channel. He does what we do. He has his own community as well, so check it out. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, bro. It means a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all of you, all 206 of you that are here kicking it with me right now. Thanks, that's great. I sound trained like I've been singing for a long time. I should record that voice. I do record. I record for fun. I do want to start doing lessons, like I said, but here, let me show you. Let me show you this one that I dropped. Let me show you this one that I dropped. By the way, guys, if you want like the free Discord is in the description down below. So make sure you come and say hi. I'm very engaged in there. Here, let's check this out. Here with me.
Hold on for a minute, did you say that you want me now? Hold on for a minute, did you say that you want me now? I wanted you the moment that I saw you turn around. Why don't we just turn the lights down? I'm dying to explore ya. We're all alone, you can be loud. Just let my love adore ya. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you behold my body. Only you behold my body. Yeah.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What are we doing here, bro? Can we just get me the dang trade already, brother? Can we just get the dang trade going? Hold on for a minute, did you say that you want me now? I wanted you the moment that I saw you turn around. Why don't we just turn the lights down? I'm dying to explore ya. We're all alone, you can be loud. Just let my love adore ya. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. All right, let's go. What are we doing on? What's going on, yeah? All right, man says, I came to the channel through CryptoFace reference. Thank you, man. Welcome to the channel. My name is Geo, and I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. So, thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate you. Shouts out to CryptoFace. I should probably leave. Wait, what? You're in an accidental short? Man, don't you guys hate when you accidentally like mess up your position? I hate that. Kind of sound like a young Michael Jackson. Thank you, man. Currently up 46K. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to get good at the big numbers. I need to like, okay, I'm such a scalper that I'm trying to like, I need to train my brain to go more swing, you know? Like, I'm just so technical. I need to be okay with seeing like minus 3,000 without freaking out, you know? That's how I'm gonna get, because man, I get like 6, 7, 8, 10 risk to reward trades all the time. But I need to just like, not all the time, like enough, right? Like some people don't get that in their lifetime. I get it. I can get it if like things align well, is my point. I'm not trying to be arrogant when I say that. But like I'm such a technical, like I need to just sometimes just let the stop loss breathe. Like you know, I'm working on it, man. There's gonna be a day where, yo, that Cardano, by the way, the Cardano pump, the one when we did 70% in one day, I was moments away from making $80,000 in one day. I got shaken out of my position. I got shaken out like 3 hours before the pump happened. The Nexus was gig along. We were all gig along on ADA specifically. Can't be close to you. Watching from a VPN in Cuba. Have a cerveza for me, bro. And if you can't be close to me. Get your girl out of the room. What does digital euro do to your coins? I have no idea. I have the greatest market cipher tutorials. Thank you. I appreciate it. No worries. Thank you for being here. My voice is smoking hot. It's It's an original cover. Like it's a song that is out, but it's a cover. Like I rewrote it. I do that all the time. Just set apart a certain amount that you're gonna crypto face style trade for fun. Yeah, man. Drawdown, like, because I'm trying to, like I said, man, because I'm trying to get big positions. I'm like, I'm bugging, bro. Like, I need to get good. Here's where I'm struggling right now. Okay, my analysis is on point. My ideas are on point. I'm struggling with like 3 things, and they all just come down to the same thing. Okay, number one. It's all revolved around the same thing. I'm trying to put on bigger size. So I'm trying to get used to the bigger numbers. I'm trying to be okay with getting in drawdown. For real. And I'm not usually in significant drawdown, but I need to get better at that, okay? And because of that, like, I also need to get better at patience. My invalidation is my invalidation, and there's no reason to like freak out until the invalidation gets hit. But sometimes things take so fucking long, and I need to get better at that. And because I have the big money on, like I said, my emotions are all over the place. So I'm struggling. When I have my normal position sizes on, I leave it. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. I don't sweat it. I don't care. But because I'm trying to get used to the big money, I'm emotional right now. I'm not executing well. I'm not practicing what I preach. And the third thing is, because I'm trying to get the big positions, I'm executing in a poor way, right? I'm executing poorly because of it. So there's going to be a day where all things come in one, and it'll be a great day. And as soon as I get that, I will let you guys know. But I'm not by any means the best trader in the world. I'm very confident. I'm very confident with my TA, but because I'm trying to put the big numbers down, I'm like getting scared, and it's fucking my mind, and it's so stressful, and then things take so long. And when I'm up 5K on Cardano, like I was, right? When I'm up, when I'm up, and then, okay, if I'm up 5K and then it goes back to break even, I think, oh, I just lost 5K, even though I didn't. Even though I'm break even, I think, oh my God, I just lost 5K. So I'm trying to get better with it. Anyway, I suffer from the same. Don't like losing big and taking profits. Close the trade. What helps me is to set your exits and log off. Yeah, man, it's hard, bro. It's hard. Not just that, but like you know, bro. You know, because you have your own community. Like, I have people that look up to me and that are paying me. So I need to make sure that I'm there for them all the time. Now, not everybody's product is the same, right? So not everybody's is like that. But I'm very active. You're in there, you know, I'm very active. And because I know that there's so much emotion that comes from trading, I need to, like, I feel the need, like, I need to baby the Nexus until, like, everyone gets it. And then I don't need to have so many real-time updates, right? Like, because I know people are trying to catch the knife, and I'm like, guys, there's nothing yet. Guys, there's nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anyway. That's my situation right now. So when I figure it out, I will let you guys know. But this looks like we might actually come down a little bit. We'll see. What's my average stop loss percentages of my trades? I don't have an average. It depends on what happens. So, like, I'll give you a clue right now, okay? If we go down, like, okay, right now, let's use Bitcoin as the example. I would like to, I'm not rushing. I'll trade the range. I'm not rushing. Let's just say hypothetically, let's use a short as an example. Hypothetically, if we do this all night, okay, and then you SFP this high, and then you get this, then I'm shorting here, and my stop goes above that high. So my average is whatever they give me, right? I'm also able to get really low time frame and really get high risk to reward trades. But when I do that, that's where, so what could happen? Let me draw this out for you, okay? This is the way that I trade. Not everybody trades this way, okay? So when this happens, this whole thing becomes a range-based demand. So this whole thing becomes a long zone, okay? When this happens, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a lower time frame to flip bullish. When that happens, this is your reconfirmation. This reconfirmation is telling you that this block, let's say you came into like this block here, right? That's telling you that this block, this confirmation is telling you that this low should hold. Should. Not always, but this low should hold. Okay, great. This reconfirmation tells you that this low should hold. So when you have an order block with imbalance right over here, and you're looking to get a confirmation out of that order block with imbalance, you are still able to, break this and then come down and then come down and then come up, because this whole thing is range-based demand. So what might happen is I might enter a full position here and then I get stopped out because that happens, and then I can get back in, but that's okay because these are the moves that generally will net you a lot bigger. Right? So like if I lose 1% here because I took this, great, fine. And then let's just say I get this. And then I go in again. So I lost 1% here. And then this one ends up being like a 15 risk reward. Well, I just made 15% of my account, right? It took me a try to get there. I lost 1% first. That's okay. You know, that's the way that I trade. I don't remember what the question was, but somehow we got here. Has there been a CME gap not filled? Absolutely. There's a CME gap at like 20K. It's been hard to swing lately. I agree, man. It's been chop city. It's been really hard. The last 2 months have been really hard. This market has made the issues even worse for you with all the round tripping. Dude, it's round trip city, bro. I'm with you on that. Normally, people that have groups are not as honest as you are. I appreciate it. Thank you. You close your tab on your personal trade, but always looking at trading view to update people. Yeah, that's smart. I might have to take your your advice, because it's hard, man. It's hard. Sometimes I'm telling the Nexus, yo, there's nothing to do, and then I'm doing the exact opposite that I should be doing. You know, it's all emotions. I'm not going to sit here and deny it. My biggest winning trade was 10K. 10K. You are killer. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Where's the CME gap? Right below the low that we have is your CME gap. So right now on Bitcoin, we have we put in the low at 78, and your CME gap. Let me get rid of these naked point of controls, man. Let me get rid of all this. Your CME gap, we filled a lot of it, but we didn't fill all of it. We filled 75% of the gap. Right? We have a huge gap above us now. Anyway, we filled 75% of it. This was the gap. It was between 80.6 and 77.9. And we filled 75% of it. So under the low that we have, there is the remaining of the CME gap. Most people on YouTube have a very large ego and rarely ever wrong. Only show the wins. Geo's a real one. Respect to you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, man. There's nothing to hide. Like people people are so funny. They're like, you don't, you get paid off of the Nexus, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like 100%. Like, what do you mean? You know? Like, what do you mean? Yeah. I created a business around what I do. So yeah. Like they say it like it's a bad thing. Joe, you're not a trader. You just get paid off the Nexus. I'm like, yes, you're correct. I do get paid off of the Nexus. Clearly, I've convinced people to pay me, and clearly they're staying. So yeah, there's no secret. Like the money comes out of their bank account every single month. They know it. It's no secret, you know? Okay. Yeah, you should, man. You should get a treadmill. I highly recommend it. Gio, what's your counter argument to CME theory? Isn't applicable to Bitcoin and crypto since it's a 24-hour market? I don't really care about CME gaps, man. I used to marry CME gaps, and man, I just trade. Listen, I just trade. At the end of the day, I trade structure, I trade ranges, and I trade supply and demand. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about CME gaps. I don't care about naked daily point of controls. I don't care about divergences. I don't care about global liquidity. I don't care about the price during the inauguration. I don't care about Michael Saylor and how bullish he is. I don't care about any of that. I care about strictly what's in front of me. I care about structure. I care about liquidity. I care about ranges. So, you know, and CME gaps is part of the things. Like, I don't care. You know, I'm not going to say we need to fill it. No, we don't. We don't need to. And I've learned my lesson, because in the last range, in the 74K range, I was right for 3/4 of that 8-month range. And then I was so wrong on the last quarter of it. And it's because I married ideas. So now I don't marry anything. Yes, we can go to 50K. Yes, we can go to 200K. Yes, it could be a bear market. Yes, it could be a bull market. I don't know. I react to it. I don't predict anymore. So I don't really, you know, whether or not it's real, I really don't know. But you know what? In the coming weeks, I will be starting to trade ES and NQ. So I think ask me that question in a few weeks, because maybe I'll be able to like have a different perspective, because I know ES and NQ obviously are following it. So yeah, we do have a gap at like 20K. I think so. Is there more manipulation in the market? I don't like I don't think anything is manipulation, bro. Like everybody, okay, this is another thing. Anytime price goes down, everybody screams manipulation. I don't think that there's manipulation. Like, it's just the way that the market moves, you know? Daniel from Chart Champion said it in his video today. I've been saying that for so long. Like, I don't believe in manipulation. It went down because there was liquidity to the downside. It went down because people were way too bullish, and still are. First time you definitely laid back and chill back. Interactive stream. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad to have you here. God bless. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. We're always learning. I'm not the best trader in the world. I learn all the time. I learned so much from the 74K range. I was so wrong at the end, you know? You've tried joining the free one first, but it's asking for a phone number, but it's saying the number can't be used. Yeah, you need a phone number, bro. I can't like lift that restriction, unfortunately, because I can't lift it because there are scammers that come in, you know? There are scammers that come in, so I can't remove the phone number thing. Jason's Rooster? He hasn't slaughtered you yet? Do I still offer codes? No, I don't. That ended like a year ago. Literally like a year ago. Okay, so it's unfortunate that this is happening. I'm very upset. I'm not that upset. But it is unfortunate that this is happening right now. So we're going to have to make a new plan. We're going to have to make a new plan. What's the new plan going to be? I see you winding and grinding up on that pole. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I want to love you. You already know I want to love you. You already know, shorty, I can't see. You ain't lonely, handful of, and they all got. Okay, so if we get a rejection from here, hopefully we do. Hopefully we get a reaction from here. I have ideas, but I need to see what I want to see right now, and I'm not seeing it. What platform? I'm going to be using a platform called Top Step. It is a prop firm. So yeah, it's a prop firm. I'll be using Top Step. I want to love you. You already know I see you winding and grinding. I know you see me looking at you, and I will make a video about it, and I'm gonna make a video about breakout as well. Okay, I think we could get a rejection from here. We'll have to wait and see. I want to see a rejection from here. I have a good idea. I have a good plan right now. I'm cooking up a plan right now. Trying to. But I need to see a rejection here. Otherwise, my idea is going to be kind of gone. Yeah, no, gone. Okay, we'll have another one. No problem. Yes, I have used breakout. Knowing that institutions involved this time is enough to go to all-time high. I mean, I think it's enough with or without the institutions. I see you winding and grinding up on that pole. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna fuck you. Listen, I do think that a low is close. Like I said, I mean, we're on the 5-minute time frame. I don't know if the low's in right now, but if we take the low one more time, I do think the low market wide is close. Like, I think it's time to start longing. We reconfirm bull and we form range demand. Where should... Wait, what? We reconfirm bull and we form range demand. Is that 80.7? Sorry, bro. I don't understand your question. You mean here? This one? Like, if you longed this? If you longed this, your stop now should be at break even. Like, no, but if you're... listen, it depends on how you trade. There's no reason for your stop. If you're this far away, there's no reason for your stop to be lower than that. If you come back down here, the odds of you coming back to this block just to bounce up again is very slim. So if you hit this low again, you're probably going to run this low, which is my idea anyway. I'm hoping that New York gives us a flash crash and pump. That's what I'm hoping for now. Yeah, USDT dominance is flipping. It's unfortunate. It's actually very unfortunate. I was hoping that we were going to get... We'll see. This is the moment of truth. This block is literally the moment of truth right now. I think we'll have a good trade for New York tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live. We'll see. But this is the time. Like, now is where we're going to know. If we come back up to this high, there's a chance that this rejects you. There is a chance, but I don't think so. You have to SFP this high. So we'll see. Maybe we get a pullback here. Maybe we don't. We'll see. You're long on ETH? Yeah, I was long. Dude, I longed 170 ETH. And I got shaken out, man. It's hard. Like I said, I'm trying to get good at the big numbers, man. I'm trying to get good at it. Is KSM here? I don't know, bro. Tim, what's up, man? Need to see it shoot back to 83.5. Let's see if we can develop a plan, because this is not going according to the script right now. I really would have liked to see another low, but I'll just trade whatever range I find. I already know that we're very likely, like, we have a lot of liquidity. By the way, this is the one of the trades that the Nexus took. There's a lot of liquidity that we can come to. Like, I'm looking for longs. I'm looking for, like, man, I'm like a perma bull lately. Like, I want it to go up and it's not going up. I feel like how everybody else felt the whole time it was going down. That's how I feel like. Like, I'm ready for it to go up. I've been a perma bear this whole time up here because there was no reason to go higher. Now I'm like, so I want it to go up. I'm ready for it to go up. And it's like struggling, dude. It's being a mixed strugs right now. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we come up to like 84 and then we get something like this. I think we'll have a trade for New York tomorrow. Maybe we get that. I'll find one. Like, we're going to get a very high risk reward trade. I'm going to have a better risk reward than the people that long down here. Where would you put your stop loss if you longed here? You would have had to, at the very minimum, cover the CME gap. So what, you're up like... I'll give the benefit of the doubt. Even if you got the exact penny, the low, and you're at the exact high, you're in a 0.82 risk to reward trade at the very minimum, or at the very maximum. You know, like, I don't care for that. If obviously you're not scalping, like if you know what you're doing. It's underpriced and nobody wants it. Yeah. SFP 95k and go to hell. You're a puss when you start adding larger size. I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I'm working on it. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. I will let you know. Absolutely, I will let you know. So there's nothing right now to be concerned about with USDT dominance if you're in longs. If you get this, you're probably going to come up to this high. Probably. Not for sure, but probably. And then it matters if you break this or you don't. I suspect that you're going to range here. overnight, maybe. We'll see. We did get a structure flip, and the expectation is lower high, lower low. So, I mean, technically speaking, let's get technical with it. This block is left unmitigated. After they have a first break, they, not always, but usually will do stuff like this just to mess up the people that entered on the first break. So we're going to keep that into consideration. But technically speaking, this is your structure. You have high, you have low, you have higher high SFP, you have lower low, you have higher high, and you have lower low right now. Currently still forming, unconfirmed. So this is yellow. This is your range-based demand, but our supply rather, but you hit that already. And then you broke down again, so that's been mitigated. This guy's not mitigated, so we're gonna wait. And technically speaking, this is also range-based supply. So if you were to get something like this, that's good for like the longs, the people that are in longs. If you were to get that, we'll see. Structure allows this idea right now, so we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. All right, I'm gonna ask something right now. Let's get a little interactive, and then I'm gonna go. But I want to ask you guys something. So today's low was, I actually think that the Bitcoin low might be in. Again, I don't know if we're going to come back for that CME gap. I don't want to. But today's low, okay? Today's low, this guy here, 79.9, okay? Do you think that this is the low for, let's just say, the next, I don't know, few days or the next week? Like, do you think that we're going to see, I don't know, let's say 90K or 87 or something, like what, some of these higher 80s? Or do you think that we're going to come back for this low? Let me know. So say low is in or low is not in. Let me know what you think. Or just say yes or no. No, it is not in, or yes, it is in. Up to 85, then lower. You think the US session is going to slap that low? What I'm hoping for, I'm hoping that I hope it's not London, man. I really hope it's not London. I'm hoping New York does this. If New York does this, I'm so stupidly bullish. 86, then lower. Low is in 80%. We front run old New York Open. No 84, then 75 to 72. That's interesting. Okay. This would go to max 84, then lower. Depends on the S&P. You think the US session is going to sweep 77K? Looking for DL3. What's DL3? 95K this week, then 70K next week. That's crazy volatility. Elliott Wave has one more down. 85, then 71. $1, Bob. Damn, that's pretty crazy. We'll see. I don't want to go lower, but ultimately, I think that Bitcoin's just going to go sideways for 2 to 3 months. I think this is going to be your range. I literally think right here is your range for the next 2 months. Get used to these numbers. I don't think you might SFP, you might come up here, right? The range might extend a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see all-time highs in the next 2 months. You know, I could be wrong, and I'm open to being wrong, but I think we're going to range. Oh, I can't control it. I can't control it. Okay, I might entertain along here. Okay, first of all, I'm tired of walking. I walked for like 8 hours today. Just make it some good trading. I agree, man. I'm on the side of easy. Make it an easy trade, and I'm in. run away? Why can't you let me go? Options data is showing 96 today and back to 80K tomorrow. That is crazy volatility. That is crazy volatility. This was a great session. You think you're going to close your Bitcoin long just to scout? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, guys, listen. My sister is about to have her baby, so I gotta go. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you soon.
Mount.
Set my heart on fire.